welcome everybody to the Cloud Games Award ceremony. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for all the drop zones and participants that we had this weekend. We are still getting all the videos and everything ready for this awards ceremony, but do want to thank PD for sponsoring our neck buffs and medals. Also want to thank the participating drop zones, because we definitely couldn't do it without you. So Start Skydiving, Des Moines Skydivers, Skydive New England, Skydive California, Skydive Midwest, Skydive Sebastian, Skydive Arizona, Skydive Elsinore, Skydive Cross Keys, and Skydive The Ranch. So we're super excited that we had so many drop zones participate, and they had the opportunity to host teams for this competition. So thank you guys, we couldn't do it without you. Our goal for the Cloud Games, and we started it 2 years ago during COVID after USPA Nationals got canceled, but we did want to continue this event because we feel like it's a great opportunity for people to compete early in the season, to get a starting point for their team before all their team training leading up to USPA Nationals in the fall. It's also a great opportunity for pickup teams to get put together that will hopefully continue competing down the road and give people, especially newer skydivers, that taste of competing. It allows people to compete from the comfort of their home drop zone without the cost of having to travel and out of a plane they're familiar with people they're familiar with. And it also gives host DZs the opportunity to host a competition without the cost of having judges or a scoring system or anything like that. So so we really like this event. I think it's one of the favorites for some of the participants that participate across the country. And we did have a little bit of weather this year, but overall the teams did pretty well in terms of finishing all the rounds that they could. So just for you guys, you can find the scores at sdccloudgames.com. And a little explanation, since this is different than USPA Nationals in terms of there are people competing with different weather conditions, to give you a little explanation of how the scoring is done for weather. If any rounds that are not completed due to weather, it's their average, it's the team average thus far, minus 10% is the score that they get for the remaining rounds. So if you see any points for any of the teams, but there's no video attached to it, then they probably were not able to finish all of their rounds, and it should be their average minus 10%. So we'll go ahead and get started though.
Well, let's get right into it, and we're going to start with two-way MFS intermediate. And those of you familiar with the QWERTY keyboard will be familiar with this team, Team ASDFGHJ from Skydive Cross Keys, with 0 points, and they were only able to get in one round due to weather, but here's their video right here. All right.
So MFS is one of the more challenging disciplines. It's got mixed formation skydiving, so it includes belly, back, sit, and head down, all at different times during skydives or on different rounds. So it is quite challenging, and even for the videographer, they need to be able to switch levels and orientations and things like that as well. So, and we can definitely see that Skydive Cross Keys had a little bit of clouds there, but we're really glad they were able to complete one round, and that they participated. I think they had 3 different MFS teams, so that was really exciting for the discipline of MFS, which is one of my favorites.
Yes. All right, moving into silver. Angle Envy from Start Skydiving with a total of 1 point average, or total of 1 point, which is a 0.5 average. And they completed 2 rounds, and we are watching their round 1 with a 1 point skydive. Well done, guys. Thank you for being out there and Start. Say hi to all those peeps out there. And this is their round 1, so it's the same exit as the previous team from Cross Keys. Very nice. And just as Tracey was mentioning before, the MFS is increasingly difficult, just like you're saying about the drastic changes in fall rates that happen. Just to reiterate for the videographer, they have a head up or a head down, and then they can go to belly to back. So the change in fall rate is quite significant, and to be able to manage all of that and get it all in frame is very difficult. So kudos to all of you out there with the cameras on your heads. Great jump, guys. All right, now moving into gold. Bamboozled from Skydive Arizona with a total of 23 points, with an average of 3.83, and we are watching their round 3 performance with 8 points. This is fantastic, guys. Congratulations. Congratulations on your gold medal, Team Bamboozled from Skydive, Arizona. Always helps to check in with the videographer first. Well done.
It's also, I know at Skydive Arizona they have the Team Flight Shop, which is competed in MFS Open during this, and it's really always helpful to have those kind of more experienced teams on your drop zones to be able to kind of help mentor the other people that are learning certain disciplines. So.
Yeah, and for sure, especially for Flight Shop, they are kind of the originators of this discipline, so what better people to get some instruction from than those that created this. So it's awesome to see them to continue to compete. And look at this, so here's an example of our belly backgrounds. You can see they have transitions, barrel rolls from their belly to their back. Looks like a phalanx type of grip, mixed phalanx.
And the back, like back in the progression of skydiving, like you learn how to fly on your belly, and then you learn how to fly on your back, and then you learn how to fly in a sit, and then fly head down. But like those back points are surprisingly really difficult, especially with the rig on. So.
Yeah, right. The rig can.
You can get quite a bit of separation from somebody, so they did a really nice job staying close together. All right, next is a two-way MFS Advanced. So for bronze, we have Wing It from Skydive Cross Keys. We're going to be showing their round 1 with 1 point. So
here we go. All right, and good exit. Well done. Looks like a mixed exit there.
Yeah, this is Cross Keys again, where they they had.
Definitely keep it in line with the theme that a lot of teams throughout the country had weathered through this weekend. So we appreciate everyone pushing through and trying to get as much jumping and competing in as you could while we battled the elements here.
Definitely had a couple jokes to call it something other than
Cloud Games.
Cloud Games.
So, the name was a little fitting for around the country,
yeah.
but
next year it's going to be Sunshine Games.
I like it. I like it. Sunshine Games for sure. Blue Skies Games.
Yeah,
like
Blue
that.
Skies. Yeah. Oh yeah, I like that.
All right, so great job there. Wing It from Skydive Cross Keys. All right, now moving into silver. CKS, also from Skydive Cross Keys. Wow, great participation out there this weekend. This is your round 1 with 3 points.
I'm really curious as to what CKS stands for. I thought maybe it was like the initials of the participants, but I kind of looked at their roster and it didn't seem like that was the case. But yeah, so
Cross Keys.
If anybody, CKS.
Let's just put the S on.
Oh yeah, all right.
So here's their round.
I could have figured that out.
There we go. And out facing head down. That's very, very challenging. Well done. And now we're into sit foot dock, front flips.
Yeah, nice.
Well done, gentlemen from Cross Keys. Well, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Good work. On a little wave to the camera
Glad
guy.
they were able to get some jumps in for sure.
Well done. Congratulations, CKS from Skydive Cross Keys, on your silver performance in 2A MFS Advanced. Now, go ahead.
And for gold, it's All Power, No Finesse from Skydive California, with a total score of 37 points and an average of 5.29. So we're showing round 6 with 9 points total. No, a lot of these, I think all 3 of these flyers also did a VFS team, and you can check out all of the pictures, the team pictures, on both the Facebook event page as well as sdccloudgames.com, and I would have to say that this team has the most entertaining team photo of all of them. So
and probably the brightest colored jumpsuits.
Brightest colored for sure. I'm surprised
sure.
they're wearing jumpsuits, to be honest. But yeah, so they did a really, really good job. Congratulations to you guys.
That front flip transition is really nice.
Yeah, and they're making that outface look easy.
For sure. Very, very disciplined flyers right here. This is fantastic. I can't stress the extreme difficulty level that this has, and they make it look easy out there. So congratulations to you guys out there, Tamara and Richo at Skydive California. Thank you. And Chip. It's Chip the Champ.
It was Chip.
Chip the Champ. Good job.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
sure.
Good mustache too, Chip.
He's got a very good mustache.
He does have a very good mustache. Must ask you a question, but I'll shave it for later. All right. Now, to the creators of the discipline. From Skydive, Arizona, we are moving into two-way MFS Open. This is, I believe, Jason Peters and Andy Macchiotti. Flight Shop
is their new videographer. This was his first competition with them, and I think he crushed it.
This is fantastic.
Flight Shop was saying so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, 2A MFS Open, Flight Shop from Skydive, Arizona. They got a total score of 144 with an average of 18. This is round 2 with a total of 21 points.
They make this look so easy.
They do.
It's just fantastic. Transition super close. I think that's called an eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got it.
I got it. I know what's going on here. Very, very smooth.
Yep.
Man, if this is Taylor's first...
yeah, look how close that is.
It's fantastic.
That's amazing.
I just can't say enough great stuff about this. The Eagles are super close. I'm going to say that again.
And that team in general is also just very, very supportive of the discipline in terms of helping. Like, there's a Facebook group that they'll give you free coaching if you submit videos. Like,
it's fantastic to see that, right? We just people of influence in the sport like that. The originators of the discipline continuing to give back as much as they are and trying to push that discipline forward is fantastic. We really love to see that. I mean, that's what this community is all about: competing and growing and getting better, and really appreciate the best of the best giving back to the sport. It's very awesome.
Yep. All right, so next we're going to go into 4-way VFS. So 4-way VFS Advanced. Who got gold is Vfs. This is again the same flyers from All Power No Finesse. So from Skydive, California, they got a total score of 41 with an average of 5.13. So this is round 6 with a total of 9 points. I just love all their colors.
Yeah,
they look so fun.
Fun and easy. This is great.
Yeah, and I know Tamara's on this team, and she does have a record, or she does have an invite to the vertical world record.
That's fantastic.
Yep, I don't know who else off the top of my head
It's
who was on the team, but
it's Richo inside and Tamara and
yep,
Chip the Champ.
mm-hmm.
This is great. Good work, guys.
Yeah, that video is also real close.
Very close.
Nice.
A little orbity, but very close. Very close. Well done. Vfs from Skydive, California. Average of 5.3. Gold medal. VFS Advanced.
Woohoo!
Well done.
All right, and then we have 4-way VFS Open. So we actually did have 4 teams compete in Open, which is pretty cool. I feel like
I wanted to make a point about that,
Yeah.
about how we can see the VFS discipline starting to progress and grow even more, and I think it's awesome. You know, I think Jason Russell has something to do with that. He's kind of done the same thing about getting more people out there competing and trying to grow the discipline, and it's super cool to see VFS with 4 teams this year. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
We need to keep everybody out there motivated to keep competing.
for sure. So honorable mention, the Elsinore Dust Devils. They got 4th, but again, we're just really excited to have 4 teams in VFS Open. So bronze was Skydive Midwest Chemtrails. So from Skydive Midwest, they got a total score of 105 with an average of 10.5 per round. So this is showing round 5 with a total of 24 points.
That is a fantastic score
Yeah, these guys
for
have
any
been,
discipline.
Yeah, and these guys have been training together for a while with Core.
Yes, they have.
So it was nice to see their first competition of the season this year.
And just fantastic performances, a testament to them staying together and continuing to train hard. You know, that can be the hardest thing, is keeping a team together, and they just look fantastic. Looks like they had some great weather as well.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very smooth.
Yeah, I think their weather
Inters are very close. This is a great looking jump for you guys out there at Midwest.
Yeah, nice job, guys.
Yeah, I think they have the most handsome man in skydiving on the team, Mr. Keith George. I believe he's on that team. So kudos to you and your great performance.
All right, so next is silver with Arizona Anthem. They're from Skydive, Arizona, and they have a total score of 138, an average of 13.8. And this is going to be showing their round 5 with a total of 29 points. So round 5 for VFS seemed to be a burner for this one. That's
Quite the burner indeed.
Right.
We are seeing very high scores in this round.
Yeah.
We'll just call this the burner round.
Yeah, round 5 was definitely the highest scoring round for all of the VFS Open teams. So
Fantastic. Man, this video is fantastic. That's great. Oh, very fluid, moving through.
Yeah, Arizona Anthem has also been together for a while, so that's pretty impressive as
for
well.
sure. Oh, this is great, guys.
Staying super close.
Yeah, coming through on that transition right there in that middle of the block. Looks really good. Keeping those subgroup center points close as we're moving through. Well done. Well done, Arizona Anthem, with a 13.8 average in second place in Vfs Open.
Yep.
All right, and now continuing in Vfs Open, for a Vfs Open, gold medalist from the hometown here, Skydive Chicago Core. Total of 186, which is an 18.6 average, and this is their burner round, round 5, with 30 points here. This looks great. Again, you know, Stephanie and Jason on the team who have been doing this for quite some time and really pushed the envelope of what's capable in VFS, and it's just fantastic to see.
They did have a guest videographer, Nicole Senecal, who's been training with them this week and filled in for the competition. So I know
Well done,
she was
Nicole.
really excited and honored to kind of be part of this team for the competition. So that was pretty cool.
They make it look easy for sure.
Yeah, and a lot of their rounds, or at least a handful of their rounds, they weren't able to get full altitude, so they were still getting scores from 8,000 feet,
8,000 or 8,500,
which is very impressive.
All right, next category here. Moving into 10-way speed.
Woo!
Woohoo! Go fast with 10 people.
So 10-way speed, there's also an extra championship belt on the line.
Yes, there is.
Skydive Midwest last year had a big like what is it, like a fighting
No, like a WWE.
wrestling? Yeah, WWE. Yeah, something like big WWE belt made for the 10-way speed champions. So but they pulled out a win again. Combination of Skydive of chemtrails and next. But Skydive Chicago's team, I think, definitely won the Spirit Award. We had a lot of fun. There were costumes involved. There was smoke after the jumps. Like it was a good time.
We had a whole bunch of great stuff.
Yeah, it was a good time.
But in silver position, SDC lawn darts with an average of 35 seconds.
We had team T-shirts and everything.
Team T-shirts and everything. Yeah. And just so if you aren't aware that in the 10-way speed category, you actually build more than just a round or build a star. There are formations that are to be completed, so that way not every jump is the same. So that it adds to the challenge of the 10-way speed competition.
Yeah, I think there are a total of 12 different possible formations that you could get drawn, and there are only 6 rounds. So one of them might be a star, but in this particular round, there were no stars involved. So the formations were a bit challenging, but our team did a great job staying positive and going out there, and they got pretty close.
They did very, very well. Average of 35 seconds, SDC lawn darts. Well done, guys.
That's
Spirit Award
Yeah.
goes to you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
And now, the gold medalist in the 10-way speed competition, holding the belt for just one more year. Don't get too comfy with it over there.
Yeah. Unless it gets stolen.
I'm not advocating any kind of theft here, as my co-host may be. All right, I take a long breath for this very long team name. From Skydive Midwest, Nicky Esposito and his Chemtrail Sweet Boys, featuring Skydive Midwest Next plus Sierra from Skydive Midwest. I'm not sure if you know what drop zone this team was from. They didn't plug it enough in their team name, so maybe we'll say from Skydive Midwest, that very long team name, with an average of 30.74 seconds, and their fastest round here, round 1, with 30.24. You can see they all have to stand behind that line. It looks like they're wearing streamers, and
someone had a jean jacket I saw as well.
And this looks great, guys.
Yeah.
But don't get too comfortable with that belt. Because we're coming for you. I think maybe the streamers are worn so that they don't get confused of who's who in free fall.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. But yeah, Greg Oldendick coming in there a little hot and heavy. Just kidding, Greg. Just want to give you. So this is one of the formations here. This is called a compressed donut.
And after they get the formation, they have to hold it for 5 seconds to demonstrate that it's a stable formation. So
For sure, yes. That is, sometimes it happens, and we usually have 2 different people counting because sometimes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not actually 5 seconds. So make sure that you hold that formation. Great job, guys. Nikki Esposito and his chemtrail sweep boys featuring Skydive Midwest next, plus Sierra from Skydive Midwest with an average of 30.74 seconds. All right, now we're moving forward. 4-way FS beginner with 4 teams. Great, I love this category. This is people grassroots level getting into 4-way, doing points, learning what formations are, exiting the airplane. A bronze medalist right here, spin cycle from Skydive Des Moines. Or Des Moines Skydivers, sorry. A total score of 1 point, an average of 0.17. Here is round 4 with 1 point.
woo.
You know, sometimes full contact 4-way is what we have to do.
Yeah. And when you're learning how to fly camera, if you don't go through the team at least once, you're not
Rubbin's
close.
racing, that's what I say, you know?
Close enough.
All right, and this is fantastic. Look like we're building a B. Yeah, look at that. Fantastic.
Nice job,
Good,
guys.
good shape.
Yeah, we feel like 4-way FS beginner is a really good opportunity for people just to get a taste of competition and see what it's like, and put a team together and this is one of the categories that I think it's also important that they get the chance to do it at their home drop zone. So that way,
Another great thing about the beginner categories is, I'm not sure if you just mentioned this, but we have now a beginner category at U.S. Nationals, right? And it is for those people that, may feel daunted by trying to get into 4-way, and there's so many things, but the dive pool is smaller, and it is your opportunity to get a taste of that competition bug, and then get down with the sickness like the rest of us have and dedicate your life to it. It's just kind of what happens.
just get away.
Just happens. All right. And moving forward, silver medalist, STC, relaxed from Skydive Chicago. Total score of 9, average of 1.5. Let's see them. Oh, look, we got more of the Cloud Games clouds here. Good H exit.
Yeah, this team, their first jump was the first jump of the competition. So
And sometimes that's what you need,
Exactly.
Just throw a pickup team together.
yeah,
First
might
exit.
as well.
Might as
But look,
well.
they did a great job. They've already gotten 2 points on there, and their exits I think were very solid all day. So
Good looking
they were
bows,
excited
yeah.
about
And that Canadian team closed really, really well.
So learning new teammates and new fall rates and different experience levels, like sometimes that's very challenging, but they did a great job pulling it together.
They did fantastic. Well done, Laxed from Skydive Chicago. Total score of 9. Silver medalist, 4-way FS beginner.
All right, and 4-way FS beginner gold, we have SNE grip switch from Skydive New England with a total score of 41, an average of 6.83. So we're going to be showing their round 1, where they got 10 points.
No, 10 points, double digits.
Yeah, double digits
Big
for a beginner
numbers.
team. It's
Beginner
pretty-
team, that is fantastic. We worked with these guys a little bit earlier in the year in the tunnel. This
No,
is
that's
fantastic.
why.
It's great to see these guys. Good H, good bow. Got to open accordion. Looking for side buddies. This is block number 7. Well done. Good job bringing that subgroup closer together. All right. Another open accordion. Getting through it. Well done. Got some good cogging pictures over there. Keep them moving.
Did
Very
you work
nice.
with them in the tunnel or in the sky?
Actually, both.
Oh, that's
Yes,
cool.
Steve Lefkowitz worked with them in the sky, and we got to work with them in the tunnel. So it's great to see these guys out there sticking to their training plan, moving forward, competing. It's the most important thing you can do, right? There is no replacement for competition.
Yeah.
So well done up there from Skydive New England. Grip switch.
Nice job, guys.
We really don't want a grip switch.
Yeah, that's what yeah. So 4-way FS intermediate now, with in 3rd place, so for bronze medal, Anion Flex XP from Skydive Sebastian got a total score of 79 and an average of 7.9. So we're going to be showing their round 8, which is a score of 12.
Right. Just a technical difficulty here. So Anion Flux, that's Paul and the gang down there in Sebastian. And they have been training more and more. They were the gold medalist in beginner last year at U.S. Nationals.
Wow,
So
that's
the
great.
team that's continued to stay together.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know they've gotten really active at their drop zone in terms of helping other teams get involved, and like they ran some scrambles that I was a part of this winter. And
Yeah,
stuff,
they've been doing a whole lot, working with Kurt Gable.
Yep.
And here we are. Yep, and there's a beautiful Sebastian coastline. Well done. Good bow. Fantastic. Moved into K, random formation K, P, C, H, and all random. So in the FF four-way FS world, this would be our burner round and all random.
Yep.
So it's cool to see that. High scores.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice angles here, guys. Good K. That's a very, very challenging random. You guys make it look easy. Well done. Very
Nice work,
nice.
guys.
Well done, Annie on Flux from Skydive Sebastian. Total score 79, bronze medal in four-way intermediate. Moving forward, from our friends over there in Ohio, silver medalist in four-way intermediate is Air Raid XP from Start Skydiving. They had a total of 81 points, with an 8.1 average.
So I think those
And this is their round 7, which is a total of 11 points. Oh.
So I think we the Anion Flex and Air Raid, we switched their videos back and forth. But yeah,
And if you look at that, man, what a close competition,
it was
too.
a very close
2
competition.
points. 2 points. 2-point difference between bronze and silver. That's what competition's about,
yeah, for
right?
sure.
Yeah?
And then
Being in
between
the mix.
silver and gold, there was a 1-point difference.
We
so
got-
between the 3 of those FS intermediate teams, like
Well, if there was ever a battle to watch, it was that one there.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. But man,
And those are the people who are just getting started.
I know, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so much fun to get that experience at that level is just great, man. There really isn't anything, you know. Your best performance is always when you're in the toughest battle with your closest competition, and it is fun.
Mm-hmm. So here's the actual air raid jump. It's a they had, let's see, this is round 7, so they got a score of 11.
Well, with block 21 here, and I think one of their members, Nicole, actually competed in MFS as well. That's
Yep.
fantastic. Look at her cross training there. Well done. That's awesome. Good phalanx. 21s are really moving around. Nicole and Calvin and Monica. Yeah, this is great. Good job. Well done, guys. Well done. All right, that is the silver medalist from Start Skydiving, Air Raid XP. Total score of 81 with the 8.1 average. Well done. All right, now moving into gold position. Joanne and the Creepers from Skydive Chicago. Total score of 82. There's 1 point difference between first and second place. With an 8.2 average. This is their round 8 with a score of 16.
So and the kind of funny thing about Joanne and the Creepers is that Joanne actually got sick and was not a part of this anymore. So so she did have a substitute, Keith, but they did a really great job, you know, putting it together.
Yeah, so that's Keith Connor kind of in the player coach position, one of the new members of Rhythm. So well done, and Brennan and Ken and Nate, well done, fellas. Man, those randoms are super close.
Yeah,
very,
it's close,
very
and
clean.
They're all flying pretty quiet and smooth.
Yeah, makes judging easy.
Yes.
Good job. This random C, H, and then
All right.
yeah, well done, guys. Congratulations.
Nice job, Joanne / Keith and the Creepers.
Keith and the Creepers. maybe.
Keith and the Creepers.
All right.
Or the Creepers.
Or just
the Creepers.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
probably just
yeah,
the Creepers.
yeah.
If anybody's seen Keith's mustache, probably
Yes,
just Creepers.
yeah, for sure.
All right, and now moving into our final category of the evening, 4-way FS Open. There was one team that competed in this category.
Yep.
Skydive Midwest next from Skydive Midwest. Total score of 19-2. This is their round 6. This is our burner round, all random. They had a score of 31. A, P, N, G, F.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, you can definitely tell with the all random. So for those of you who are not super familiar with competition, a random just means that it's one point, one formation.
One formation. Correct.
Whereas a block includes pieces that are turning.
Yeah, there's a top shape, and then an intermove that everyone has to do, and then a bottom shape. Yeah. Very nice, right? You can see very, very small point to tail axis, very fluid in the jumps. Well done. Next, round 6 right there, our high score of a 31. Yep, and they had a 19.2 average, which I believe is their team best average that they've completed. So that's very good. Awesome. Good to see them up there in the 19s.
Yeah, and I'm glad they got all their jumps in too. They were similar to us, where it was like cloud hold and then jump and then cloud hold and jump.
Cloud hold for the cloud games.
Yep.
All right, I get it.
All right, so thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for everyone who competed, all the drop zones that participated. Thank you for PD for making the super awesome medals, so they get mailed out to you tomorrow. And neck buffs, everyone got really cool neck buffs too. I like the designs, yeah. Yes. So we'll see you all next year. Yeah, we'll definitely be hosting this again. So sign up.
Thank you guys. Go compete. I'm Doug Barron.